are rumored to be at odds over the upcoming campaign. The relationship is said to be tense. In fact, just this morning...
I got to tell you, when I told him I was going to be in Michigan tonight when he was in London, he sounded just a little bit jealous. I think he sounded just a little bit jealous.
I think you might need to be rebooted, Mr. Vice President. Meanwhile, all is reportedly not well between Team Trump and Team Pence, the president and vice president staffers.
The information being leaked by Trump's inner circle is more juicy than a young Donald running a lemonade stand. Kimmel dissects the most recent election drama, which is more bizarre than a pretzel at a MAGA rally, covering everything from Pence's testimony to phony electors. People, settle in for some popcorn because Trump's inner circle is sounding like a group of inebriated karaoke performers. Jack Smith's 165-page court document resembles a tell-all book, but it has less pictures for Trump to color and more legalese. Our orange friend came up with a brilliant idea to sway the teams of the 2020 election.
Comprehensive and damning new report from special counsel Jack Smith. Remember him? The judge overseeing the January 6th case in Washington unsealed a 165-page court filing, dozens of members of Trump's inner circle, including his vice president. We went through all 165 pages this afternoon. When I say we, I mean Guillermo and me.
Declare your win no matter what, like a child declaring, standing right in front of you, that he won a game of hide and seek. Hold on, things get better. In keeping with his holiday spirit, Trump ordered treason alongside his eggnog. Who knew that attempted coup was an option on Santa's naughty list? Trump wanted more for Christmas than just ties and socks. However, he wasn't requesting a PS5 when he called Mike Pence. For the man who has everything, what do you get? The response seems to be democracy on a silver platter. Regretfully, Pence wasn't feeling charitable. Imagine this. At the White House, Trump is decorating the halls with desperate-looking boughs of Christmas. He is on the phone with Pence, and instead of wishing him a happy holiday, he is requesting a small favor. Just a little request, you know, to void an entire election. Not a huge deal, is it? Pence, God bless him, however, was not in the mood for the holidays. Pence essentially responded to Trump's request to play Santa and deliver a stolen presidency by saying, "Sorry, boss, I left my magic sleigh at home."
The filing lays out the increasingly desperate ways Trump tried to steal the election. You know, sometimes I would wonder, like, does Trump really believe that this election was stolen from him? And election officials, he hammered Mike Pence. He deliberately spread lies, even though he privately admitted they were crazy lies. He was directly involved in the fake elector scheme, and he stole all the Oreos from the White House snack cabinet. For instance, while aboard Marine One, the defendant told his wife, daughter, name redacted, and son-in-law, name redacted. It doesn't matter if you won or lost the election, you still have to fight like hell.
What were his exact words? I don't think I have the authority to change the outcome. What a party spoiler. Let's now pretend to be Pence. As you attempt to savor your eggnog and perhaps open a few gifts, all of a sudden, when your boss calls, he asks you to engage in a small act of light treason. It's like receiving Christmas socks, only instead of wool, they're made of felonies. Ever the comedian, Kimmel likened Trump's holiday pressure to requesting treason as a stocking stuffer. After all, who needs myrrh and frankincense when you can have felonies and fraud? Trump, though, was not going to accept no. He continued to press Pence more than an 11-year-old trying to stay up on Christmas Eve. It was more like felony fight than silent night. According to Kimmel, Trump even attempted to hang him like a human pair of truck nuts. You won't find an ornament like that at Hallmark. Sadly, Pence. He was Trump's right-hand man before becoming his backup plan in the event of a Democratic emergency. Relegated from Rudolph to Olive, the other reindeer, is how it feels. You know, the one that no one can recall. Pence ultimately resisted, demonstrating that some elves still have a moral compass in Trump's winter wonderland of alternative facts. It's almost too sweet, nearly. J.D. Vance enters the picture just when you thought the GOP couldn't get any more Trump-esque. There was so much hot air in this guy's debate performance that it could have carried the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Which ridiculous statements did he make that required fact-checkers to put in extra hours? Folks, Vance chose to play fast and loose with the truth, borrowing a page from Trump's playbook. Trump, he said, saved Obamacare. Yes, you did indeed hear that. Trump, the same one who attempted to repeal Obamacare more quickly than a teenager shuts their laptop when their parents enter the room. It's comparable to claiming that Grinch saved Christmas. But there's still more. How does Vance address school shootings? We have to make the doors lock better, along with we've got to make the windows stronger, because it seems that school shooters are just really committed burglars in Vance's universe. He'll then suggest that we turn on the air conditioning to fight climate change. Never one to pass up an opportunity for a good joke, Jimmy Kimmel likened Vance's brilliant ideas to Boeing's response to plane crashes. Puffier life jackets. Why hadn't we considered that, really? Perhaps we should enlarge plates in order to combat world hunger. The best part is that, following the debate, Vance received a $50 Sephora gift card from Trump, who was really impressed with his performance, since nothing says well done like going on a makeup aisle shopping spree. Perhaps Trump believed Vance needed advice on how to get that distinctive orange glow. Vance has become a devoted mini-me to the former president, as evidenced by Kimmel's observation that he can argue Trump's position more persuasively than the president himself. It's as if Trump discovered his own Austin Powers mini-me, only this one is full of nonsense rather than being bald. Kimmel was in rare form throughout the entire event, mockingly applauding Vance's commitment to the Trump brand of alternative facts. It's evident that truth is as welcome in the MAGA universe as a vegetarian at a cookout. Trump's journey from lemonade stands to the White House has been more convoluted than a pretzel factory. However, his most recent assertion regarding young entrepreneurship has everyone's eyebrows going up more than his notorious hair. What summertime mainstay lies behind Trump's most recent questionable claim, and why is it causing late-night hosts like Kimmel to erupt into laughter? It seems that our former president had a long-standing fantasy of becoming a lemonade tycoon. Recently, Trump used his childhood lemonade stand as a bizarre political attack tactic, boasting about having operated one. He continued, "You wouldn't trust Joe or Kamala to run a lemonade stand anywhere, would you?" He seems to be attempting to establish his presidential eligibility based on his experience selling sugar-filled beverages on the sidewalk. Ever the zinger, Kimmel couldn't help but wonder if Trump's zesty assertion was really that genuine. Does anyone believe he ran a lemonade stand? He joked, "I don't even think he was a child at that small age." Can you imagine little Donnie going around the neighborhood with a pitcher and paper cups, changing things up? That has as much credibility as him filing his own taxes. The problem is that this story about the lemonade stand is merely the most recent in a long line of dubious assertions made by Trump. He seems to be playing a game similar to Two Truths and a Lie, only that all three of them are false. Do you recall his refusal to participate in that 60 Minutes interview? It turns out that he was afraid that they would immediately fact-check him. It's as though he is aware that his claims are as unstable as a Jenga tower during a seismic event. When Kimmel made the joke about voting for someone who babbles about lemonade stands, he hit the nail on the head. It serves as a reminder that every claim, no matter how minor, in politics must be investigated thoroughly. What else is a politician lying about if they can't even be truthful about a childhood lemonade stand? Folks, we've witnessed it all. Trump's election-related antics, Pence's Christmas rebellion, Vance's falsehoods during the debate, and Trump's imaginary lemonade stand. Kimmel is the ringmaster of this political circus, calling attention to all the clowns. The important thing to remember is that laughing at these absurd claims is more than just a good time. It aids in identifying the absurd in a world where there are many alternative facts. Put your thinking caps on and don't be embarrassed to laugh at the ridiculous. In relation to presidents, Jimmy Carter recently turned 100. There's a man who understands how to handle life after the presidency. As he's out there constructing homes, Trump is erecting skyscrapers. In politics, it's not about who yells loudest, but who does the most good, as Kimmel might put it. And sometimes, a good laugh is the best way to distinguish between the two.